everyone. I am Kit Steven Chala, and welcome to my discussion today. It is all about the design and development of intranet. So today we are going to explore a critical tool that connects teams, streamlines and workflows, and supports organizational goals, which is the intranet. Whether you are part of a large enterprise or a small business, an intranet plays a pivotal role in fostering collaborations and efficiency within an organization. But what exactly is intranet? And how do we go about designing and developing one that meets the needs of its users? So that's what we're going to uncover here today. So at its core, an intranet is a private network used within an organizational to securely share company information, improve communication, and provide tools for productivity. Unlike the internet, which is open to the public, an intranet is exclusive for employees and authorized users, serving as a digital hub for internal operations. So in this session, we'll dive into the two or three key aspects. We have the intranet planning and design, the intranet development tools and platforms, and the next is the intranet user experience or the UX. So in this intranet planning and design, we are creating a comprehensive plan for an intranet, including the user needs, analysis, content strategy, and information architecture. For the intranet development tools and platforms, we have exploring popular tools and platforms for building intranets such as SharePoint, Drupal, and custom development. Next is the third one is the intranet user experience or the UX. So designing intuitive and user-friendly intranets that enhance productivity and engagement. So let's start on discussing the first intranet planning, design, and overview. So planning, design, and overview, we have the user research. Conduct research to understand employee needs and workflows. So you have to conduct research to understand employee for them to understand the needs of the employees and workflows. Ensuring the intranet design aligns with their preferences and enhances productivity in daily tasks. So it means you have to ensure the intranet design aligns with the preferences of the employee and it enhances productivity in daily tasks. Next is the content management. We have implement a robust content management system that allows easy publishing, updating, and archiving of information, making it accessible and relevant to all employees. So it means that there is a content management system. So it will allows easy publish, update, and archive the informations, which is very relevant and accessible to all the employees. Next, the third one is the analytics tracking. We have utilized analytics tools and to monitor user interaction. So it is to monitor user interactions and behaviors on the intranet, enabling continuous improvement based on real-time data and user feedback. All right. So let's start with intranet planning and design. So what are the objectives, the goals and objectives of planning and design of intranet? So first is to identify whether the intranet will focus on communication, collaboration, document management, or to all of the three. So next is to engage teams across departments to understand their needs. It means you have to engage the teams or the employees to all the departments. What are their needs? Next is to determine how measure the effectiveness. So for example, the adaptation of rates, it is very measurable, or it will be adapted easily, or engagement levels. For example, they will have their 100% of engagement levels for them to have the planning and the design. So for the information of architecture, or the RA, we have the content hierarchy, plan clear navigation path. So you have to plan the navigation path, or what are the ways or the roads or the pathways where the navigation is being processed or being going on. So such as the department pages, resources, and tools. So that would be the content hierarchy. Next is the taxonomy and metadata. Use tagging and categorizing for easy content discovery. So it is more on tagging. For example, you have there having a tag for the path of the intranet. So we have the categorization, or you have to categorize the data for them to easy content discoveries, for them to easy discover the content while having the intranet. So you have to categorize. Next is the search optimization. We have the ensure robust search functionality with filters and predictive suggestions. So you have to optimize, so you have to search, or you have to ensure that the search functionality with filters. So you have to ensure the search optimization. All right, let's proceed. So visual and functional design. So what is in the visual and functional design? We have the responsive design, brand integration, wireframes, and prototypes. So in the responsive design, we have ensured the internet works seamlessly across devices. So it means that it is responsive, or it is working seamlessly across devices. So if you have used any of the devices, it is very responsive, it is very seamless to work with intranet. Next is the brand integration. We have aligned the company branding for a cohesive look and feel. So we have to align the company branding. So you have to ensure that the brand of the company is cohesive look and feel. Next is the wireframes and prototypes. You have to use these to test the iterate design concept. So you have the wireframes. This is to test. So this is to test and iterate design concepts and prototypes. Next is the governance and policies. We have the content management. We have defined roles for content creation, review, and publishing. So you have the content management. Next is the security policies. We have set protocols for access control and data privacy. You have to have the protocols to access the control and privacy. Next is the change management. Plan for updates. So from the word change, you have to updates and feature rollouts with minimal disruption. So you have the plan for updates. So you have to manage the changes or the updates of the minimal disruptions. All right. Next, let's proceed to the internet development tools and platforms. So what are the popular platforms of the intranet? So first is the Microsoft SharePoint. I guess some of you know already what is the Microsoft SharePoint, but it is widely used for its integration with Microsoft 365 and robust document management features. So it will have the document management features. Example is the Microsoft 365. Next is the Google Workspace. We have formerly is the G Suite. So ideal for collaboration with integrated tools like Drive and Docs, or Google Drive and Google Documents. Next is Confluence by Atlassian. So great for knowledge sharing and documentation. Next is Drupal or WordPress. It is an open source options for customizable intranet solution. So it is a open source options, which is we can customize intranet solutions. Next is the Jive or the simpler cloud-based intranet platforms focus on employee engagement. So from the word Jive, it is a cloud-based. It means it is online, or intranet platforms focus on employee engagement. Right? Next, we have the development tools. What are the development tools? We have the low-code platforms. Looks like OutSystems or Mendix allow rapid development with minimal coding experience. So it is a low code. From the word low code, it is a rapid development with minimal coding. Okay, next is the custom development. We have the use programming languages and frameworks. So for example, is the React, Angular for tailored solutions. So from the custom development, we have to use the programming languages and frameworks. Next is the APIs and integration. So ensure the internet connects with existing system. For example, is the HR tools or CRM software. So you have to ensure the internet connects with the existing platforms. Next is the hosting options. We have cloud-based solutions, on-premise hosting, and hybrid models. So from the cloud-based solutions, it offers scalability and promote access. For example, is the AWS and Azure. On-premise hosting is provides control and security, often preferred for highly regulated industries. And hybrid models, we have combine the benefits of cloud and on-premise hosting. All right. Next is the combination of the hosting options, ang hybrid models, cloud-based and on-premise hosting. That is the combination. That is why it is called hybrid models. Next is the intranet. The last part of this topic is all about the intranet user experience, or the UX or user experience. So user-centered design or UCD. So persona development, it means understand different user needs. For example, in the HR staff, so what are their needs? What are the different user needs? What are the very needed design or users-centered design for the HR staff or for the IT and for the employees? That is persona development. Next is usability testing. Conduct tests with the real users to identify pain points. So you have to conduct usability testing, or you have to conduct testing with the real users. For example, the HR staff, so they have to conduct the testing. Next is iterative design. Continuously improve based on feedback. So it will be continuously improved. So they will improve their design based on the feedback, based on the comments and everything. Next, we have the key UX features, or the key UX features, or the user experience features. So we have the personalization. It allows users to customize their dashboard with frequently used tools. So they have the personalization. For the word personalization, the users are allowed to customize their dashboard. Next is accessibility. We have ensure compliance with standards like WCAG or Web Content Accessibility Guidelines. So you have to ensure the compliance with standards. So they have their standards to access their content accessibility guidelines. Next is intuitive navigation. Use breadcrumbs, drop-downs, and mega menus for ease of use. So intuitive navigation. From the word navigation, it is the compass, or it will navigate you where to find the different menu, the different content for them to use easily. So for example, they use breadcrumbs or the drop down. So if you have to click the drop down, they can see, or they are easy to use the drop down for them to easily see what they are looking for. Next is the engagement and gamification. So interactive features add tools like forums, polls, and employee recognition systems. So they have the interactive features, so they can add tools like forums, polls, and etc. Next is gamification elements. You have to use the leaderboards. So for example, you are playing game, so there are leaderboards on the design or the user experience, or the badges or points to encourage usage. Next is social features. Incorporate commenting, likes, and user profiles for a sense of community. So they are incorporating comments, likes, or user profiles. Next is we have the analytics and feedback. So usage metrics track engagement, most access pages, and user behavior. So in this user experience, they are tracking the most access pages. They are tracking, or they are showing the usage of the most access pages and user behavior. Next is the feedback mechanism. So include surveys and suggestion boxes to gather insights. So they have their feedback mechanism. They include their surveys. For example, they are giving surveys for their feedbacks and suggestion. Next is continuous improvement. Use analytics and feedback to implement enhancements of, as we know that I've discussed earlier, that there is a improvement or the change management, or the what are we going to call that, the updates. So use analytics and feedback to implement enhancements. So they have their updates for them to implement or to enhance their design and development. Next, so the last part is the integration of planning tools and UX. So to achieve seamless intranet, integrate these elements effectively. So para ma-achieve na to ang intranet seamlessly, we have to cross-department collaboration. So what do we mean by cross-department collaboration? From the word collaboration, it involves all stakeholders and planning phase. So you have to cross-department collaboration. You have to collaborate the different departments involved, or the stakeholders in the planning phase. Next is the pilot testing. Launch a beta version with select users to identify potential issues. So you have to do the pilot testing in order to identify the potential issues. All right. Next is the training and support. So provide tutorials and help desk services to ensure smooth adaptation. Okay, all right. So you have to have the training and support. You have to provide or give the tutorials and help desk services to ensure smooth adaptation, or to have a smooth design and planning. Right? All right. Thank you for listening. By the way, again, I am Kit Steven Chala from the MSIT. Thank you.